It's like the Chinook winds, downslope, and as it goes down, the air compresses and it gets warmer. Katabatic winds. So katabatic winds need a plateau, and I know this is not geology, but a plateau is just like a flat, and it's got kind of abrupt sides. And a good example of a plateau would be either the Antarctic, or Antarctica, or Greenland. So if you have a plateau, especially in a cold region like those both are, what can happen is you can have your cold air can just kind of build up on the top of the plateau. And the cool thing about a plateau is it's got these kind of abrupt sides. So it's kind of like, basically it just stays, it's kind of like jello. It's kind of like putting jello on a plateau. You can put it, and eventually it's going to flop off. And so that's actually, that flopping off is what creates these winds that come off the plateau. And like the slide says, it'll repeat itself. A country breeze. Again, the word country in front of the breeze means it's coming from the country. This first part right here, as I was getting ready for a lecture today, I thought, man, that is so like the urban island heat effect, I think your textbook calls it. Basically, cities are hot, okay? And that's what this is kind of describing. And so if they're warm, okay, they're going to have kind of an artificial low pressure, okay? And so what can happen, especially as the sun sets, is around the city will cool off, but the city will stay warm. So if around the city cools off, then it has a high pressure, and that's why you have this country breeze into the city. So one of the things about country breezes is you would think, that nice fresh country air. But honestly, if that country air is kind of converging into the city, where you're maybe you have some output of pollution, you're basically kind of pinning your pollution to the city. So you really don't want that country breeze coming from all directions, because it can just concentrate the pollution. There. Well, that's how far I wanted to get. So bring your thinking caps next week, because we'll take it up a notch from local winds to macro winds.